Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is December 8th, 2025, and this is a quick review update on Netflix. Netflix is one of these ones that I'm looking to trade. This is no trade recommendation because, as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. Also, do your own self-analysis and all that kind of stuff, what you feel comfortable with, whatever strategy you may be using in order to trade this, if you're going to trade it at all. But this is what I'm looking at. I was waiting on this thing to drop below $100. It's below $100 today. It's time for me to have 5 shares. I have 5 shares now, and I'll on my way to building my full position. Right now, it's really time to see what's going on and set up the charts a little bit more of what I want to see and all. First of all, I'm looking at a daily chart. I'm looking at a daily chart, weekly chart, and a monthly chart. I'm going to start off with the daily, since today is the point where it came down to where I wanted to get at least 5 shares, have at least 5 shares and all. I have right now, and 95 is, if it breaks 95, I will look to maybe buy a few more, and this is my real buy zone down here somewhere above 80. I'm at between 81.95 and 85.75. What I'm looking at and why that's my area is based on how this market came. When this market was going up, it shot up out of here and all. It came back down and test here and all, and it test here again, and it test here again. So I'm looking for this to be a pretty strong demand area. And also, if the market does come down there, it probably won't stay down that long, but that might be an area where it can go down again and test that area. The thing is, it's going to be going down there again like the 4th time. So will it break that area and end up going lower? That's the only concern that I have. Because again, anything, it can go to zero. Anything can go to zero. But I'm expecting this thing to come down in this area and bounce again, right? But right now, it's time for me to start building my position and all, based on what I've seen happen today. And that's the big picture that you can see on the daily chart that everybody is used to looking at. But let's zoom in a little bit here. And right now, as you can see, these are weekly pivots. All I show is on these videos is pivots. Pivots is what I show. This is a daily chart, weekly pivots. We came down to a support 1 level. This is a support 1 level right here. That's your pivot. It's just support 1 level, and you got a pretty good bounce. So that for me is a normal buy anyway, in a small building position on and waiting for it to get below a certain point. So that's what I saw here. Let's go ahead and go to our weekly chart. And on our weekly chart, now you can see how this stuff looks on this weekly chart. You can see now on this weekly chart, these are monthly pivots and all, and we're down at a support 2 level. So again, ideally things are lining, for me, things are beginning to line up. And also, again, it's time to start building time for me to start building my position. Ideally, I can see, based on this weekly chart, this is the last time it had a little demand. It came that for me, I'm getting hit a little high. And all, because this is where it jumped out of here. This last time when we was looking at it on the larger time frame, you can see this green candle high. It was a lot of demand there, and this thing just took off out of there and went to all-time highs. So again, this is another reason. This is what I'm looking at to give me the reasons to go ahead and start buying. Because again, since it's down in this area where it jumped before, I'm ready to be in. Now it's the time when I start thinking I'm missing out on not all this other stuff that you were seeing back here and all. No, it wasn't. No, it definitely wasn't ready. We knew, you kind of know, after these splits, these things tend to slide down. The question is, how far is it going to slide, and where is it going to slide to? And based on the way I look at the market, I'm thinking this is going to be a pretty strong area. The only problem, as I said before, it's been in this area before. We got to just see, once it does get down here, does it hold? And if it does get down here and start looking like it's ready to bounce, I want to at least have half of my position, get half of my position here and all. And then I'll start doing some other strategies around that position, or maybe I start selling some puts, maybe I start selling some calls, once I get down here and all, and get into that position. Because again, it can continue to drop and drop, who knows how much further down. But as you can see, looking at this big picture, how this was a pretty strong demand area and jumped right out of there. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the monthly picture and see what we see there. And on this monthly picture, Again, on my monthly picture, I have quarterly pivots, and on here we are not quite there yet. And meaning what I'm saying here, I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit right here. Got too much there, but as you can see, this is kind of like my oh my god, it's time to get in type level when it gets down to a support 3 level. And on these quarterly pivots, it's not quite there yet. As you can see now, as I'm showing you now, this thing started out the quarter below pivot. I expect it to stay below pivot. I don't know if it, and then I got to start looking for a demand level. This here was a pretty good demand level right here. Looking at it coming up out of here, and that's why this line, where is it right? I just put these on today though. My 95 thing, because again, once it got down here, it was kind of like I get into that whole mode, afraid of missing out. It's going to bounce and go. But I said, okay, it could don't buy too much at this time. Just wait, be patient, because again, I have my high points. If it does start reversing on me, where I definitely want right now, where I want to have my full position at is at this point right here. Right now, where I want to at least have half of my position is down here at this point right here, and as you can see here now, even on the larger time frame, how the buyer stepped in each time it came down here in this zone, so that again, that's how I am identifying that zone, and all. So I still have a little area right here. If it gets below 95 and comes down here to my support 3 level on the quarterly pivots, knowing me, I probably get my half of my position there, because usually you might get a little bit of a slip below this and then takes off, but you don't know. It could actually slip on down a little bit more down here into this demand zone, and I would want to be buying more as it gets down here. But this is what I'm seeing. This is what I see here on Netflix, and getting a little excited. It's time to start building that position and need to see what's going to happen. We have gotten 3 good straight months on a drop. It's time for this thing to actually start rolling over and rolling back to the upside, if it's going to roll back to the upside. But I can see, based on my quarterly picture, that it can come down here to a support 3 level and then give me a bounce, or even slip a little bit below a support 3 level and give me a bounce. And having this demand zone down here, kind of like, it can probably slip a little bit below that support 3 before it gets a bounce. So, but based on my trading plan and my trading strategy, it is time for me to start buying a few shares, a little bit at a time. But that's it. That's all I really want to share at this time. Netflix is in an area where I'm thinking it's time to buy. It's no fear, now is the time. Now is the time where I'm also close enough where I can start doing some other strategies and stuff, maybe selling put spreads and all, and I'm not too far out of the money where to make it really worthwhile. But that's it. This is a Right Side Trader. Hope this is being helpful for you guys who are interested in Netflix. And I only saw it was only a handful of you, but take a look and see what maybe it's something there for you. That's it. Have a good one. Have a good week, and I'll talk to you this coming up weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.